Hello and welcome to another episode of Average Joe's Fantasy Sports Podcast, where this is the week, is it 16? No, 15. Should be your second week of playoffs. And starting tonight is Thursday Night Football. So Broncos and Colts, if you got any players, go ahead and try to start them.
We're stuck. Sit them all. They're all garbage.
Right? And then today we are doing the injury reports. I know if you're watching it, it's just before the game starts, but hey, hopefully you guys watch this.
I couldn't do it yesterday. I was feeling sick, still feeling sick, hence the Kleenexes. And the vitamin C, the emergency. I got it all here, boy.
So hopefully we can get you in a quick update. So if you have any of these players in for tonight's game, you would double think on what you're going to do. So
we're going A to Z, baby. We're going to start with the Arizona Cardinals. Person of note, only person of note, Adrian Peterson, neck issue, and they don't even know if he'll play.
Yep.
Out the rest of the season. So
yeah, I don't see him playing for the rest of the season. They're just probably focusing on next season. So
yeah. Next, the Atlanta Falcons, Tevin Coleman, concussion, in protocol, still in protocol. Questionable for week 15. We'll see if he practices it out Friday or does the walkthrough Saturday, but...
yeah, so if you have Tevin Coleman, double check and see where he's at by tomorrow. Hopefully by Saturday you know what you're going to do with him, if you have him. Drop down to your favorite team.
Yeah,
Let's go the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Wallace is questionable, did not practice Wednesday, which is just a maintenance, just kind of like, hey, take a day off.
Yep.
He is a star player, so they got to watch out for that.
Yep. Nobody
really else going on here.
Going down to Buffalo. Calvin Benjamin, knee again. Obviously, he's been having that problem since before even getting out there, but especially since being out there. So
I think both him and Charles Clay here on this report, both limited. They're going to be okay. Because if you watch Calvin Benjamin play last week in the snow, I think he's fine.
He should be. So he practiced today. So
right. So him and Charles Clay are pretty good. Again, double check everything, make sure everything's good. I know I will be. Because I have like 6 players on one league that are all questionable, so.
Word.
So, heading down to Carolina Panthers, we got Cam Newton, his shoulder again. This is a big one, so if you have Cam Newton, he was limited in practice, kind of another maintenance. I would say he's fine. It's a big game against Green Bay, because we all know that Aaron Rodgers is back, unfortunately, but.
Yeah.
So. That's the only one for Carolina.
Chicago. Nobody. Moving on.
All right.
Cincinnati, we got Giovanni with a knee injury, which isn't great, being that they're down most of their running backs. They're down Jeremy. They're down Joe Mixon. So we'll see what comes out of that.
Yeah. So Joe Mixon with the concussion did not practice. I don't know. I would really wait until Friday or Saturday for him. But if you have Giovanni Bernard...
he made it back to practice today. Joe Mixon did. So we'll be all right there as far as that goes.
Okay, because they are playing against Minnesota, which is Minnesota's defenses.
Yeah. And Gio's limited, so it was probably maintenance day more for him.
Yeah. So the Browns, the Poopers. David Nauko. Tight end, his foot, limited in practice. I'm pretty sure he's fine. Nobody else really to talk about. It's the Browns.
Moving on. Dallas.
I
don't know.
Ezekiel Elliott, only a suspension, 1 more week, so if you have him, haha.
Yep, otherwise...
Can't use him during the playoffs.
No worry about that. Denver's next up.
So Denver, big one. Nobody. That I have on mine, at least.
Paxton Lynch is out. That's important, right?
Who?
Right, exactly.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Some guy.
I hope they lose so bad to the Colts tonight. Oh my gosh, I hope so bad.
Detroit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Detroit. Nobody.
Yeah, so if you have Abdullah, they're pretty much going to start him.
Ugh.
I know. Because that's the ability for Theo Riddick was high, because, I mean, he got a couple touchdowns last week, and now his production is going to go down a little bit because of Abdullah.
Mm-hmm.
Just sad, because he doesn't know how to hit the hole like Le'Veon.
Nope. Amir and Theo both, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Green Bay. Nobody really anyone's care about. Aaron Rodgers, again, being the fact that he could be back or could be back, will be back, whatever the case you want to put it, that's a big change for Jordy Nelson, though. So if he's available, no, fine. In the 2 leagues I had him originally, I'm still in the playoffs in one and out of the playoffs in the other, so I survived in spite of him, so it's all good. It's all good.
You don't seem so hurt about it, so
no.
I can live and learn from this situation.
Yeah, man.
Not be so hurt.
Sometimes you just gotta chill with it. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. No big deal at all. Let's go down to Houston now. Huh? Green Bay ain't a lot going on, so let's go down to Houston. Let's talk about Tom Savage and his concussion and how he was.
It was pretty bad. If you're having like arm seizures and whatnot from that, like Bill O'Brien, I never liked him. And him just being a coach, well, you shouldn't put your team in a bad situation and your players. And you saw that. It was pretty horrific to see. He got hit and he was just like shaking. That's bad. That is not good.
So, don't expect Tom Savage.
No.
It will be TJ Yates.
Which it really isn't that bad.
No, so again, they're basically the same person. And DeAndre Hopkins, if you have him, you can still start him under TJ Yates. He showed that, and he was just fine. So, DeAndre Hopkins, his toe didn't practice, but
he's fine.
I wouldn't really be too worried about that because it's more maintenance than anything. He deserves a time off, some time down, and that's just how it is. So.
Yep.
Gosh, I can't stop.
What's wrong with you?
Ooh, sick, man. I've been sick. Don't judge me.
Liar.
I'm just here to try to live a life,
Here, so I won't get fined.
Right? Tom Savage also in the concussion protocol, so we'll see what happens with him. Yeah. Indianapolis, baby.
And another key one.
There's nobody. There's Dante Moncrief.
So you're good.
But
hopefully, if you have any of them on each team, you're good.
Dante Moncrief week 16.
What?
Otherwise, it's Dante Moncrief week 16. It's the only thing. Otherwise, no one's really worried. Go down Jacksonville. Struggling here, boys. Struggling here. Allen Hurns did not practice with his ankle injury, so, I wouldn't expect much from him. On the sidelines. And Marquise Lee with his foot injury. He's the other receiver. Big mainstay receiver in the offense. Still not practicing, so we'll see what's up. Let's see if he came off the injury report. Oh. And then the quadriceps of Leonard Fournette. He'll play. Most of those guys will play.
Yeah. I would be.
The way that they're playing, they're not going to try to miss out.
Can't go wrong with that.
Nah. Tell me something about Kansas City, because I know you love them so much.
Nobody's.
Nope, exactly. There's no one that you really need to worry about.
I don't want to talk about them.
You do.
No, but I would say about them is they got a huge matchup against the Chargers. of all teams in our division, you wouldn't think the Chargers are going to be that good after a 0-4 start, but it's looking like it's going to take the division, so.
Different team, man. Different team.
And speaking of the Chargers, there's nobody, so fire them up.
Right?
Phillip Rivers, your
Keenan
Keenan Allens,
Melvin Gordon's,
Tyrell Williams.
Tyrell's.
Melvin, you said. Ekeler, I would play him. He's been kind of...
Austin. Hunter Henry.
Yes, Hunter Henry for sure. Oh my goodness, he gave me some good points last week.
Word. Moving down.
Big one.
Rams.
Big one. He is looking like he is going to play for Week 15 against the Seattle Seahawks, and that is your boy, Robert Woods. Finally coming back from shoulder. I actually picked him up in one of the leagues. He was somehow sitting in the free agency. So I picked him up, and I'm going to plug him in. I'm going to do that. I'm going to plug him in. He's going to help me out. Hopefully win against Trey. I'll be 1-1 against him in the playoffs.
Word.
So hopefully I can beat him in Pac-12. Go.
Word. Mine down to Miami.
Damian Williams. He did not practice though, but he's
I
looking
wonder
like
how
he's
long
on
that
the right
soldier
path.
injury is going to hold him out for.
Yeah. He was looking like he was on the right path though.
Yeah, I mean, it said limited earlier today, about an hour ago, so we'll see what the update is tomorrow on that.
For sure. Double check.
The Vikes, Kyle Rudolph, ankle injury showed up today in the injury report. I don't think it'll be too serious. He played pretty well last week, and they're going to definitely need him down the stretch, so we'll see what comes out of that. Next, New England.
Yes, and the only one that's really on this list that I have on my computer is Chris Hogan. Again, limited in practice. He barely got involved at all against Miami. But I
Nobody
think,
on that offense got involved except for Rex Burkhead.
which I was a little happy about. I won the 1-in-1 league. The other one, I could have used more from him, but
Pulling off W's. What? Talk about some Saints though. Tell me something about them.
Ted Ginn looks like he's the only one that's quite the questionable one on here.
Yeah.
His ribs, apparently he did not practice today. I would assume it's just maintenance and just kind of rest day, whatever. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. And it's against the Jets that are now banged up.
Yeah, Ted Ginn was limited,
So.
so he'll be alright. He'll be alright.
Giants. New York Giants.
No. Move on.
Yeah.
New York Jets. Matt Forte, knee injuries, always on his injury report. Gosh damn it. He's always going in and out of lineups. Doesn't even matter.
He should just retire after this year.
He should be done, yes. Ridiculous.
I'll talk about my boys. Mari Cooper, his ankle, did not practice. I know probably all of you are like, oh, I'm not even going to use him. I dropped him. Why does it even matter? Because it matters to me.
Yeah.
He's my guy. And I haven't had any kind of updates at all from the Raiders at all.
Amari's
know.
garbage.
And thank you for trying to get under my skin, but it's not going to work.
No, I'm just saying facts.
That's cute. That's really cute. Talk to me when you guys, Ravens, can actually...
Talk to me when you win a Super Bowl.
We have 3 of them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
In the last 10 years?
Okay, don't go there.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't
I'm
go there.
going even closer than that, so, you know, good talk, Scott. Yeah, we went there. Embarrassment.
One of these days, I will get him. You guys will see it on camera.
Embarrassment.
Jared Cook, tight end, his wrist, limited in practice.
Best receiver on that team.
There's Crabtree, Mari Cooper.
Crabtree?
Wow.
You could go out there with a sorry after steal like Crabtree?
Wow.
That's what Richard Sherman would say.
Wow. That's hurtful. But you know what? Again, it's not. I'm not going to worry about it.
Amari Cooper's a good wide receiver. He's got injuries like Keenan Allen used to back in the day.
Yeah, it's just a down year. It's really bad.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can figure this out next year. Philadelphia will go to the Eagles.
Carson Wentz. Everybody
nobody really. Just the bad news about Carson
Well, the
Wentz.
only thing I'm bringing up is some of these receivers that they have, even the running game, the offense does take a small dive. Look, I know Nick Foles is probably one of the most capable backups there is. He's shown it. So, but at the same time, he's also shown he can throw a ton of picks.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
just being consistent.
I mean, when I watched that game last week when Carson Wentz left, the Eagles only were able to put up 6 points after that. They ended up winning, but it was like only 6 points.
Yeah.
So they didn't really do much.
So speaking that we're in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, let's just talk more about the Pennsylvania State and go to the Pittsburgh Steelers, where there's nobody that we really care to talk about. So I want to move on. Hello.
Ooh. Okay, stop playing footsies with me.
Who?
You.
Who's that?
We'll just talk about the Seattle Seahawks.
Tell me about Jimmy.
Jimmy Graham.
Ankle injury.
Okay. Well, thank you. His ankle injury. He was limited at practice, but I think he's most likely going to play.
Gotta make up for that dud last week, bro. Let me down.
See, that's your fault.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
No, I didn't make him get 0.
But it's your fault for picking a guy like that.
My fault for picking a guy that went on a 9-game touchdown streak?
Huh.
Yeah, you're right. That was my fault.
Yeah.
My fault that I would do something so spectacular.
Huh. Interesting.
In the same league where I went on an 11-game winning streak. Yeah, you're right. I made a lot of mistakes.
You did.
Went 11-2.
Yep. Because
Yeah.
guess what? Next episode, we're coming on here, and you have lost in PHX.
It might be that. I might get crushed by your brother.
Oh, you're playing my brother?
I do.
Go, Andrew. Let's go.
Go, Andrew. Cheering for you too. Or will let you succeed and win in life, you know? You're a great dude, and you must have been put up with Scott your whole life.
Stop sucking up.
You know,
okay?
to put up with Scott your whole life, you must have been a great dude. Yeah, 'cause Scott sucks. So to have another brother, you have to be a real good man.
Man. We'll see about that.
Hey, just stating the facts, Scott. If you can't handle it, then, you know, maybe you should cry somewhere where someone cares. No one will. San Francisco 49ers.
Garrett Selleck.
Well,
Although his knee,
no.
limited in practice, I think it'll be fine.
No one can look at Garrett Selleck.
Maybe that somebody needs to grab a tight end off the waiver wire. Might be a little low, I understand, I know.
You would.
But no, actually. What?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nobody.
Nobody.
Move on. Excuse me, Tennessee Titans.
Nobody.
Everybody. They're all play like they're injured. So.
Washington Redskins.
Everybody.
Only really one here is Ryan Grant. His ankle injury, limited in practice. That means he actually practiced, so I think he's gonna be alright.
Yes.
So.
But yeah, that's a quick recap of these injuries.
Yeah.
Small list, short list.
Good list.
We usually try to be of only the important people, so anyone we miss, we are sorry, but you'll be alright. Go on your app, it'll tell you everything you need to know too. Yahoo, ESPN, CBS, Fox, NFL.com, whoever. Do your thing. We're versatile.
You want to talk about a little bit more of ins and outs for tonight's game? Like Demaryius Thomas? Would you plug him in?
Start Demaryius.
Yeah. E-Man?
Start E-Man. Don't start any of the running backs. Don't start Trevor Siemian unless you're desperate, you hate yourself. Don't start Jacoby Brissett because they get lit up because the offensive line is not good.
Start T.Y.?
Sorry.
Start
What?
T.Y.?
I don't know. Their secondary hasn't been as good as they usually are, but last game they showed that they can play well. So maybe don't start T.Y. You know, they played well and shut out the Jets, who have been on fire as of late.
Yeah.
And Josh McCown's no worse than Trevor Siemian is.
So
not Trevor Siemian.
If you have
Jacoby Brissett.
Right. So if you have a tight end and
Start Jack Doyle.
yeah, so you start Jack Doyle.
There could be a lot of dump offs. You know, just
All adds up. Maybe when he gets into the goal line,
the red zone area.
dunk it off, do a little flick of the wrist, and you can catch it. But yeah,
Don't start Frank Gore.
no.
They're gonna figure it out. He's the only real thing that's a threat there.
I mean, you do have a point. I mean, but
Good argument. Thank you for that.
I'm
I'm switching my stance to not
35.
starting the running game for Denver because a running back out of the backfield they could probably still run with if they're throwing the ball to him and be that CJ can catch and everything like that.
What about
Booker?
Booker?
I don't know. I think they're going to try to feature more in this one. Primetime game, especially if they get up.
All right.
So that's a few people for tonight.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yo. Thank y'all for dealing and hanging out and, hanging with me with my raspy voice and sickness and fading in and out here. But we did it. We made it. I appreciate that.
Hope you get better, bud.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming here in a timely fashion and hammering this out with me.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, Let the people know.
Truth, man. So we here and now we out. Adios.
Amigos.